Wasn't there some mobster that Dad was writing about that Susanna got dropped off the wrong bus stop or something?
That was a scary time. You mentioned something about when people threatened to shoot me.
Yeah, I want to get any kind of...
One was when we were going to Africa. I had a friend whose father had been in Egypt during World War II. There was a little bust of him on some kind of thing. So she asked me if it was feasible to take a picture of it. So I went out and started looking. I eventually found out that it was still there. And I was looking for it. Nobody seemed to know exactly where it was, but they were sure it was there. And this soldier came. He pointed his gun and he said, "Go back in there or bang, bang." So I went back in there with my hands up. We were in Peru. And I was going to take a picture. When he saw me with the camera, this guard came up and pointed his gun at me and said, so I put my hands up and I went inside, and I went away from that area and didn't bother him anymore.
Do you remember when the guy pulled a gun on me in Chile?
I remember that they did. There were a lot of mean folks in Chile about that time. They were just getting used to the idea of being a free country with a democracy. Those can be very tricky times, especially if they carry over a lot of people from the previous government. And you did that again in Madagascar, so you know how that is. But when you're a mother, from the moment your baby is born, at least the way I did it, I was either with her or I had to arrange for somebody to be with her. When you have a grandchild, even though as we were privileged to do, you're allowed to keep your grandchild for some period out of every day during the week. It's just different because you don't have them all the time. And you don't have the ultimate authority. If you disagree with the way your children are raising your child in some way, you can talk to them, but you can't make them do it. Sienna was just a wonderful gift. We adored her from the time we saw her. We were happy to keep her, liked to have her there all the time. Our dog loved her, and she was a very wonderful baby to keep, too. She was cooperative, and she was cuddly, and she was lovely.